Oh my God.
Hi. I probably got lipstick on you.
It's okay.
Oh no.
Oh my God, you're beautiful.
You're so handsome. I love you.
You ready for this?
Yeah. Been ready.
How's your day been so far?
Stressful. How's your day been?
Wow, you look so good.
Thanks.
My day's been good.
Yeah. Well, this is happening.
I know.
I've seen you in the suit before, but today it's even better. I love the boutonniere too.
I love your dress.
Thanks.
It's incredible.
How are we gonna make it?
I don't think
We're
we
gonna
will.
lose it.
It's okay. Your makeup looks amazing.
Thanks.
Your hair looks great.
Thank you. It keeps, the wind is hard today, but yeah.
We got this.
Okay.
We got this.
Oh, hi.
on behalf of the family, who gives the bride in marriage?
We do.
Friends and family, it is an honor to welcome you to the wedding of Patrick Kelly and Elizabeth Eckerman Nardella. Their joining together in matrimony is born out of mutual respect, trust, and an everlasting love. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be. Those are the lyrics to the song that Bonnie and Ron Kelly first danced to at their wedding some years ago. And those words are fitting today, as we have witnessed that Patrick and Elizabeth were meant to be lifelong partners in this new chapter of their lives. Marriage is an honorable estate. It is not to be entered into lightly or unadvisedly, but reverently, discreetly, and soberly. Into this relationship, these two persons come now to be joined. I, therefore, charge both of you that if you know any reason you should not be joined in marriage, to please make it known at this time. Don't say anything. Elizabeth, will you take Patrick to be your wedded husband, to live together in the bonds of marriage? Will you love, comfort, honor, and keep him, so long as you both shall live?
I will.
Patrick, will you take Elizabeth to be your wedded wife, to live together in the bonds of marriage? Will you love, comfort, honor, and keep her, so long as you both shall live?
I will.
I am sure that many of you were taken aback upon receiving their wedding invitation to see that Elizabeth was marrying some guy named Ronald. But that was perhaps just another instance of the two of them bringing a little bit of joy and a smile to our faces, even when they're not around. Now we are gathered here to be part of this happy occasion, and many of us wish there were others who could be here in attendance, namely their grandparents and Elizabeth's father, Paul. But we can take great comfort in knowing that those not here in person are still present. For what they did in life was impart their knowledge of life, commitment, and love to Patrick and Elizabeth, as we see in their character today. Their commitment to one another, their joy found in their friendships, and their love for their family is the foundation of any marriage, and they learned that from their parents and grandparents. It was at Paul and Kathy's wedding where the minister reminded us of the words of the Apostle Paul, who wrote, "Love is always patient and kind. Love is never jealous. Love is never boastful or conceited. It is always ready to make allowances, to trust, to hope, and to endure whatever comes. Love never comes to an end. As it is, these remain: faith, hope, and love, the three of them, but the greatest of them is love." This is what we have gathered for today, to bear witness to the love of Patrick and Elizabeth on this, their most joyous day. We can imagine them saying to each other, "Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you." As one who has witnessed their considerable joy they find in one another, I'm very happy to be a part of this day and watch them falling in love with each other today and every day. Now I ask Patrick and Elizabeth to face one another. You took care of that already. As they recite their vows to one another. Elizabeth.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. Patrick, I can't believe we're finally here. Had you told me 14 years ago that we'd be getting married, I wouldn't have believed you. When we first met all those years ago, while there wasn't any romantic connection, we instantly had some sort of chemistry. I felt like I could talk to you about anything, and it seemed like you could do the same. I knew that whenever you were around, I had more fun, I was happier, and you could always get me to laugh the most. But I didn't really pay attention enough to realize what that could possibly mean. Fast forward to early 2012, we started to hang out separately from our friend group, and it was the first time both of us had been single at the same time. While we weren't sure where it would lead, we decided to just see what would happen if we dated. It only took one trip out to visit me in Costa Mesa for me to start falling in love with you. Then, on July 3rd, 2012, you asked me out during the World of Color at Disney's California Adventure with the help of my brother so you could get the timing just right. Every second I spent with you just felt right. I never had to pretend to be something I'm not. I could always say whatever came to mind or be as ridiculous as I wanted to without fear of being judged. And any time I felt like I was struggling, knowing you were there for me made everything feel so much better. Little did I know how crucial that support would be needed so soon. In just a month after getting together, I received the news about my dad. Though we were hopeful for a long time, when things took a turn for the worse, I was absolutely broken. Never had I experienced such a dark period in my life, but you were the constant light that helped me get through it. You were my shoulder to cry on, my personal therapist, and my much-needed life jacket when I was drowning. You visited me as often as possible, sat in the car while I interviewed for my internship, came with me to Cal State Fullerton, actually sat in on some of my classes, and even rode the sketchy public bus to and from campus with me. I will never be able to thank you enough for everything you did for me and continue to do for me when life gets hard. In a letter my dad gave me, he said, "Hopefully you'll find someone who is loving, kind, and trustworthy. Marriage is a two-way street. You know how you should be treated. Don't settle for less." I can confidently say that I have managed to accomplish exactly what he had hoped for. You're not only loving, kind, and trustworthy, but also funny, supportive, patient, intelligent, handsome, and literally everything I would need in a partner. Patrick, you're my best friend, and I promise to always be there for you whenever you need me. I promise to make you laugh and smile as much as you make me do the same. I promise to always scratch your back when it itches. I promise to continue to be a good dog mom to Scout. And in the future, I promise to be a good mother to our children. I promise to always try to be the best version of me because you deserve the absolute best. I can't wait to see what adventures life has in store for us, whether it's out exploring the world together or sitting inside exploring the world of Warcraft. Many of our guests here know we're pretty big nerds, but despite our travels to Azeroth, Middle-earth, the village hidden in the leaves, Hogwarts, or a galaxy far, far away, the most magical world to me is the one where I get to wake up next to you every day for the rest of my life and call you my husband. I love you, Patrick, forever and always.
Patrick.
Elizabeth, while you amaze and inspire me in countless ways, I've always been astounded by your artistic prowess when it comes to written words. Reading and listening to speeches and letters from both Kathy and Paul has helped me see how your gift was fostered. It runs in the family. I believe that words have great power. They can intimidate, uplift, soothe, and inspire. Many years ago, you shared with me your dad's last written message to you. On the subject of marriage, he wrote the following. Marriage is a two-way street. You know how you should be treated. Don't settle for less. It is my greatest honor, after reading that message, that you have chosen me to stand across from you here today. I do not have the perspective that comes from having a child or being a father, but I can only assume that a father would think his daughter deserves the entire world. She would deserve happiness, undying love, comfort, safety, encouragement, and faithfulness. In reading Paul's words to you, I felt the weight of those expectations on my shoulders. I will always work to ensure that I am fulfilling those expectations. Elizabeth, I make the following promises to you. I will love you more plus one, anything you say, forever and always. I will always look forward to activities with you, big or small. I'm happy and excited to be with you on walks around the neighborhood, talking on the couch, or even going to the grocery store. I will always look forward to making you laugh and smile. I will learn to locate things hiding right in front of my face, and I'll be sure to come get you to help me if I'm struggling to find them. I will stop leaving things out on the counter and the table, and I'll stop leaving empty containers in the fridge and cabinets. Please note, you may have to remind me sometimes. I will always say thank you and notice the countless hours you dedicate to ensuring we have a beautiful, welcoming, and festive living space. I will always have your choice of massage ready for you, whether you're just getting back from a long day at work or we're just relaxing and watching something on the TV. I will surprise you every once in a while with little unexpected gifts and activities, just because. I will always make sure you are surrounded by friends and family that love you. I will always communicate with you and provide encouragement and support in your life decisions. During inevitable hardships, I will always continue to work with you as a team. I will sacrifice and endure any hardships or discomfort to ensure our family has what it needs to thrive. Lastly, I will always be faithful to you.
They did not see each other's vows, so that's why they were laughing, because they were referencing the same things. But that's how they think. Those were beautiful words spoken by beautiful people. So it is only appropriate that we have some beautiful rings to seal this union. Michael? To Elizabeth first. Elizabeth, please place Patrick's ring on his finger and repeat after me. Patrick, with this ring I thee wed.
Patrick, with this ring. Patrick, with this ring I thee wed.
And pledge to you my faithful love.
And pledge to you my faithful love.
Patrick, please place Elizabeth's ring on her finger and repeat after me. Elizabeth, with this ring I thee wed.
Elizabeth, with this ring I thee wed.
And pledge to you my faithful love.
And pledge to you my faithful love.
Inasmuch as Peter isn't, sorry, not you, stay there. Inasmuch as Elizabeth and Patrick have thus consented together in marriage, thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of California as the Deputy Commissioner of Civil Marriages for the County of Riverside, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Patrick, you may kiss your bride. Friends, families, I am honored to present to you Patrick and Elizabeth Kelly. Honored guests, please head on over to the pavilion for some cold drinks while the families stick around for a couple more pictures. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
If I could fly at the speed of light, I could get to Canis Major in 5,000 years. Butterflies and black and bluebirds, I'll never be the same since I met you, girl. Pennies thrown into a fountain, make a wish, blow out the candles, take a breath. God is troubling when you consider believers that would welcome the end of the world. Got a job and it pays me. I want love more than I deserve. I read the paper, it makes me crazy. Gotta be a way to make it work. Oh, I said stardust, look at us climbing out the mud. Let's go round the block, we make the most before the jig is up. Dreamers, the big talk, high wires, the circus never stops. I said stardust, look at you crawling out the mud. I know that dying is scary to us, but everybody do it 1, 2, 3.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to invite everybody to please stand up for a very special introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the new Mr. and Mrs. Patrick and Elizabeth Kelly! Hey, let's hear it for it one more time. Everybody make some noise. And with that, we'd like to invite you to go ahead and take your seats once again as they dance together for the very first time as husband and wife.
The book of love is long and boring. No one can lift the damn thing. It's full of charts and facts and figures and instructions for dancing. But I love it when you read to me, and you can read me anything. The book of love has music in it. In fact, that's where music comes from. Some of it's just transcendental. Some of it's just really done, but I love it when you sing to me. And you can sing me anything. The book of love is long and boring and written very long ago. It's full of flowers and heart-shaped boxes and things we're all too young to know. But I love it when you give me things. And you ought to give me wedding rings. And I love it when you give me things. And you ought to give me wedding rings. You ought to give me wedding rings.
All right, so they're going to take their seats at their head table. And we're going to have a blessing now, so we'd like to invite up Uncle Jim, and let's give him a warm welcome, everybody.
I've known you both since you were that big, this special time. Shall we pray? Father in heaven, thank you for this day that was meant to be and that you brought together Patrick and Elizabeth. We thank you for this friends and family that are all gathered here from all over to celebrate this special time. Continue to guide and bless them in what is to come in the future of their lives. And we ask for a blessing on this food. In your name we pray. Amen.
That's right, you can clap, make some noise, everybody. Thank you. Right now, I'd like to introduce to you and turn the microphone over to the proud mother of the bride, Kathy Ekema. Let's hear it for her.
Right here. Okay. All right. I have to admit I need glasses. Here we go. I'm going to read this. Oh, the breeze feels wonderful here. Okay. I welcome you all here. It is with joy and gratitude that I welcome you to this celebration of my daughter Elizabeth's marriage to Patrick. Each detail and nuance of today's activities, the decorations, the music, their vows to each other, purposely represent these unique people and their relationship as individuals, best friends, and now as a committed couple for life. You are here to join in the celebration because each of you has contributed in one way or another to enhancing their lives. Whether you are family who have helped them grow and develop since early childhood, or friends who have entered their lives or their family members' lives at different times, intersecting and then remaining while providing ongoing love and support. It is through your friendship, your prayers, your company, your care, whether directly or indirectly, that they are the exceptional, talented, and caring people who are now bound in union. I modified my speech from the original based on today's ceremony. In hearing their vows, which I was not privy to prior to today's ceremony, I had no inkling of what they were going to say. I'm so touched and moved by the words of my husband. I am reminded how truly lucky I am to have been married to my best friend, Paul, for 24 years, and to continue to enjoy his beautiful and talented children now. I know I speak for myself as well as Paul in thanking you for all you have done and for being here now. And they and I invite you to thoroughly enjoy yourselves this evening with them and with each other. And now I hand it over to the maid of honor, Natasha, for the toast.
Thanks for having me do a speech. First of all, I'm so honored to have this opportunity to speak today. There were a lot of scary moments last year where we didn't know if this was going to happen because, well, pandemic. But we're all here to celebrate in person what has been 14 years in the making. So I feel like that's very special. And I'm so happy that we all get to gather and not do it over Zoom. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Natasha, and I've known Elizabeth since middle school, so that's 2003 for us. Guys, we were actually and literally 12 years old when we met, and we were young and we bonded over being super edgy, and we wore black, and we loved skate brands even though we didn't skate, and we listened to metal and we watched anime and ultimately became like weird theater kids together. And I'm pretty sure all the other weird theater kids we went to high school with are all here. So if we can get a hand for our weird theater kids. And part of what makes this relationship so beautiful is that, Patrick, we all know you're a weird theater kid too. So for anyone that knows Elizabeth, Elizabeth to me has always been a romantic. She's smart, she gets along with everyone. She's the most easygoing person you know. Like, you can put her in a hellfire snowstorm and she'll be like, this is awesome. But one of the best things about Elizabeth is that she's a woman with a genuinely good and pure heart. And, you know, even when she beats us down at video games so hard, she'll be like, well, sorry guys, do better, haha. So she's the kind of person who shows up for the people that she loves, and she'll make the best time of it no matter what. So growing up together, we gabbed a lot about our first experiences, like our first dance, our first boyfriend, our first kiss. And we just loved the idea of love and always dreamed and talked about marriage. So it's just like, it's so surreal to see you here now in a wedding dress next to Patrick. And just seeing you as happy and as beautiful as you are today. So, and as any best friend should be, I was always super guarded about her heart. I was like, no, that guy's not good enough for you. You can do better. But Patrick caught me off guard because, you know, he showed up and he was truly a friend first. And, you know, I moved further away for college, and she found companionship and wisdom in Patrick. And for the first time, I didn't feel the need to be defensive, because from the way that she talked about him and spoke and looked at him even, I could just tell that he was a good person. And during the bachelorette party, I had Patrick participate in a game called Quiz the Groom, where Elizabeth had to guess the answers that Elizabeth had to guess the answer that Patrick would say. And some of her answers were super spot on, down to how many t-shirts they had. It was just crazy to see how connected and how bonded they've become. They've essentially had one brain, as you can tell from the vows. And so there's one answer in particular that stayed with me, and it was, I'll condense this for the sake of time. It was the very end. It was the very last question. And Patrick had answered, never, not during a year-long pandemic quarantine, not when I'm stressed, not when I'm sick, not when one of us is cranky, do I ever want to be away from Elizabeth. Instead of draining my batteries, Elizabeth is my turbocharger. And I'm pretty sure all the everyone in the bachelorette party was like, yeah, he's good. That answer alone solidified everything that I had known for years. And with Patrick, I know she's found someone to love her and care for her as much as she loves and cares for others. This is the kind of love we only dreamed about as kids. And I couldn't be happier that you found the person that you can continue to dream with and share so many firsts for years to come. And with that, let's raise a glass to the truest embodiment of love, to the new Mr. and Mrs. Kelly, and to the start of some of the best years to come. And with that, I will hand off this mic to Michael. Take it home.
You guys look great. Let's take a step. Thank you. Sorry, I don't know how to hit my mark properly. Before I get into talking about these wonderful people, I want to thank each and every one of you for making it out here today. Looking out at this crowd, it's amazing to me that I know at least 90% of the faces I'm looking at, and that is amazing to me. It's so special. And they say the ties that bind, but to me, from you two, it's the chains they forge. These are rock iron connections that we have, and I'm so happy to be sharing it with all of you today. Moving on. Elizabeth. Oh, for those of you that don't know, I'm Michael, Elizabeth's brother. Thank you. I've known Elizabeth for 28 years. And she is my big sister who somehow became my best friend. All those years growing up, playing Pretty Pretty Princess and playing with stuffed animals and Beanie Babies and any possible thing we could think of. Barbies, yes. Man, I can't keep on a train of thought. I am so proud of you. Everything and anything going forward, and even in the past, I am so happy that I'm your brother. And seeing all the choices you have made and where it has landed you, God, you're such a good big sister. Oh, that really went terribly sappy. I'm sorry, folks. Patrick. For those of you that know Patrick, you might be surprised to learn that the first time I met him, I was intimidated by him. I was petrified of this man. At the time, I was known as Elizabeth's brother to everyone. And I was lucky enough to hang out at Ugo's house with the boys in my young, crazy, naive sophomore year high school state, and I was just trying to make any joke that would land, any joke. All crickets. And then there was this guy with long hair, an oversized jacket, who would just sit in the corner and say 2 words, and everyone was on the floor laughing. But then I got to know him. From that moment, I have grown to love this man. He has only gotten funnier over time, even though I know that he's clumsy. And, a little bit more? Oh, I should joke more. You can. Okay. Sorry. When I see them together, I see true happiness. And you provide that for her in a way I have not seen yet. And I will never be ungrateful for the love and happiness you bring her. Your relationship began in a world of color, and I am so happy to see that's only grown more brighter and colorful through the years. And I look forward to seeing where it will go in the future. I love both of you. I love all of you. Cheers to the bride and groom.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. A regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, "Son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes." La 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 li li la, la la li li la, li la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, "Bill, I believe this is killing me," as a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Oh, la 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 di di da, la la di di da, da da. Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife, and he's talking with David, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessmen slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call.
Let's give them a big cheer, everybody. And now Elizabeth would like to have a dance with her brother.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. And rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Hey, let's hear it for them.
Touches my foolish heart. Lovely.
Except for this guy in the light. My light over here. No, it's Brian standing here. Bring it over, this way. Did you get any footage of this already? Did you get any footage of the cake?
Let's give him another big hand, everybody.
toast, buddy.
Okay. Hi, everybody. We just wanted to take a quick minute to thank everybody so much for being out here, for coming out bearing the heat. Sorry. I really also want to thank all of our vendors that made today possible. They really do deserve all the love from everyone here at Monteleone Meadows, and as well as our florist Paula and DJ Bruce, who's gonna be hitting off the dance floor pretty soon, and everyone here on Prince Productions who's like my second family, and I'm sure there are so many others that I need to thank, and I especially want to thank my mom, who, I mean, without her help, I couldn't have done any of this. I'm surprised my head hasn't fallen off by now, but here we are. And I just want to thank you all so much for being part of our lives. And I'll give the mic to Patrick now because he is far more eloquent right now than I am. But thank you.
Let's hear it for Elizabeth. All right, so my 4 notes for tonight are perfect partner, perfect shoes, middle schoolers, have fun. And I'll explain all that. So first up, starting with perfect partner, I just want to take the time and thank everyone who has ever been involved somehow in Elizabeth's life. Be you friend, be you family. I know you weren't trying to do it on purpose, but somehow, through your interaction, you created the perfect partner for me. And I know it wasn't on purpose, but really could not be any more perfect. So thank you. I especially want to thank Kathy and Paul. On the note of perfect shoes, I want to really thank Paul for his perfect taste in shoes. I'm actually wearing a pair of his shoes tonight. As it turns out, we have the same size foot. And I thought that it was just kind of destiny. I don't claim to know how the universe works, but my hope was, in wearing the shoes, that he could get a dance with his daughter tonight as well, somehow. Middle schoolers. So those of you that don't know, I am a middle school teacher. And that's kind of the joke. The thing about middle schoolers that I've noticed is that they're very self-centered in that they think the entire world really revolves around them. Okay? They really only think of themselves. And it's only when we get older that we realize that, you know, maybe people aren't thinking of us as much as we thought they were back in time. I want everybody here to know tonight that when Elizabeth and I were planning probably the most, or one of the most impactful days of our entire lives, we thought of each and every one of you individually and wanted to share this night with you. So you were chosen to be here. Thank you for being here. Lastly, it's important that we have fun. So tonight, I invite you all, if you haven't already, say hello. Be a little bit silly. Share some nostalgia with your friends. Shed some tears if you need to.
Dance on the dance floor.
Dance on the dance floor. I want to say to all of you, cheers to today, and cheers to adding more happy memories in the future.
Let's dance.
All right, Patrick's going to get started. Cheer him on, everybody. Make some noise. it for Patrick, everybody. All right, everyone, we're going to count down from 5 all together, nice and loud, everybody. Here we go, everyone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now you on a trip with another
All right. Counting down from 5, everybody. Here we go. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Natalia.